start with the meditation that I took you through before, but I'm just going to read it this time. This is Thich Nhat Hanh's poem called Breathing. And I've been just sort of working with it. And I know that what we're going to do is we're going to breathe gratitude through our heart. Now you can decide any way that you feel like breathing is your thing right now. Like, what do you need right now? And usually the first thing I need is to feel, where is it? Where's my breath? What is it? Does it need to take a deep breath? Does it need a little bit of just even connection, breath? What is it? What do I need? You can lie down or sit up, and you can use the images that he created in this poetry. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathe in, breathe out. Breathing in, I see myself as a flower. I am the freshness of a dewdrop. Breathing out, my eyes have become flowers. Please look at me. I'm looking with the eyes of love. Breathing in, I'm a mountain. Still, alive, vigorous, strong. Breathing out, I feel solid. The waves of emotion can never carry me away. Breathing in, I am still water. I reflect the day, the sky. Faithfully, look, I have a full moon within my heart. The refreshing moon of the Bodhisattva. Breathing out, I offer the perfect reflection of my mirror mind. Breathing in, I have become space without boundaries. I have no plans left. I have no luggage. Breathing out, I am the moon that is sailing through the sky of utmost emptiness. I am freedom. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. With the eyes of flowers and the strength and the courage and stability of mountains, and being the water reflecting the sky. And becoming space, feeling the open space as we allow ourselves to expand out to the universe, through the galaxy, first off the planet, then out to the universe and through the galaxy. Notice that open space and allow yourself to bring it inside your heart and know that your heart is that big as we breathe gratitude through the heart. Breathing in, breathing out, find the extended exhale. Bring the fingertips together and the thumbs to the heart, strengthening the core of the light, the core coming from these energy systems within your body. The 7 chakras. These are the first 5. Then the thumbs come to the third eye to awaken that place within you that is the all-knowing. The place within you that understands how you are a mirror for the flowers. You know, you can mirror the flowers, the water, the sky, the earth, the galaxy, the universe. You can mirror another person. We're mirrors for each other. Awakening, inspiration, imagination, intuition, and integration. As we tap the top of our head, and just take a moment there. I'm just crossing my fingers and holding my hands there on the top of the head as I honor this opening, this new earth, this new awakening. And then open the arms and just know that we're much bigger than these bodies, and that there are 12 chakras now that are seen as suns, as stars. And they're seen as a shining bright light, like a sun. And then hands to the heart. May I be happy, healthy, strong, fearless, live with ease. May all beings be happy, healthy, strong, fearless, and live with ease. And I bring that word fearless forward as we walk this new earth with all of its changes. And know that our limbic systems will be triggered. And to know that we have the integrity, the courage, the strength, the vibrancy, the radiance, the magnificence to balance that. I want to hold in our hearts Betsy's children and their anniversary of the loss of their house through the fire, and know that they just represent all those who have, had a trauma from these fires, and to hold all those in our hearts that are being affected so deeply by the fires, and being grateful for our clear skies when we have them, and the shifting winds when they are here, and that so far in our area, the smoke has been less. And Trish holding space there for us in Hawaii, and Michelle in Michigan. And then release all of that. And I'm also incredibly involved in holding space for women as we rise up. And so even with whatever we do here, we are women coming together to support each other, to be rising up and be stronger. So wherever you were, if you were up on a cushion, and if you're still on your bed, that's awesome. Just come down to the floor. And pull the knees in. Roll the knees in a circle. And, I can really feel missing Monday. 3 days a week is really good to do these stretches and these, different kinds of strengtheners, the breathing. So the practice is always recognizing your breath and when you stop breathing, so that when you go off the mat, you know when you're holding your breath. Pull the knees in, open the knees wide, feel that. Decide if this is enough for you as you flex your feet and point your toes and roll your ankles. Or if you want to lift the head, or you want to let go of holding the arms, and you can roll the wrists and the ankles and point and flex. Ground into the earth Squeeze at the pelvic floor. Start to condition that core. Then bring the head back down, but put the feet up. Walk yourself down to as far down to the toes as you can go with that. Knees are bent. Some people, if they have the flexibility, their knees touch the floor. I like to slowly rock side to side just to feel breathing, being. Your eyes can be open or closed. Closed always gives you a more inward experience, and 26% of your information comes in through your eyes. So it's a distraction. Then let go of this and shake everything out. And roll the ankles again, and the hands or the wrists. Sort of just coming into the practice slowly. Then pull the knees in, bring the head up to the knees, hands down to the feet as far as they'll go. These are all things you can do on a bed, on a floor, on a rug, on a mat, and on the grass, on the sand. Anything that's fabulous to be outside, on a towel. Then lengthen the legs and arms out into five-pointed star, and just notice the freedom of this posture. And imagine yourself as a star. And this is light, you are light. I am light. We are light. Shine on. Spread your wings and shine. Then bring the feet flat on the floor and the knees drop side to side. I've already lost my microphone. So let me put that back on. I have a feeling it's not going to stay with my choice of clothing today. Let's see, we tuck that in. Drop the knees side to side. And just breathing and being. Then knees drop gently to one side, turn the head opposite. Just sort of gentle yoga to get us started. You can always have a block available, which I will get mine to be available, or a cushion. And, you can always give yourself some support one way or the other here in the back or the front. You can bring the knees on top of each other or just keep them separate, and you can bring the top leg over and you make it a stronger posture. Just feel the surrender to all of the changes and allow the allowing of the flood of feelings that come up. We don't want to discount them. We don't want to stop them. We want to acknowledge them and then work with them. In this yoga process, bringing the knees to the opposite side. Head turns opposite the knees. In the process of waking up our hearts, waking up, being able to find the opposite through the eyes of a flower, through the eyes and the understanding that I am the mountain, I am the sky, I am the water, and then I am the emptiness of the universe. I'm also the fullness. I'm like the fullness of all the galaxies and the stars all together, but I'm also the emptiness, the understanding that it is what it is. And ultimately, I am light and I am love. Then bring the feet parallel and your hands down by your sides, and inhale up and lift the spine off the floor and exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. And find that breath that goes with this motion. And Breathing in, breathing out. It's the simplest, meditation of them all, is to just recognize breathing in and breathing out. The next time you come up, still breathing in, breathing out, you can work with this. You know the routine, you know all the different ways to play. And with a bed, like it's a little hard to do this. If you're on a bed, if it's too squishy, it's hard to press into your feet and pulse the hips to the ceiling. And then hold. And just feel that hold. Arms come down by your sides. Walk in place. Slow and steady. And then back down onto the floor. Come up onto your toes if it works for you. And lower yourself down. Lengthen the legs out. Reach the arms above your head. Stretch from the heels of the hands to the heels of your feet and hold your breath. Holding the breath, another breath pattern, but it's still breathing in. Hold the breath, stretch, tense the body, and then relax the whole thing. Now, sometimes when my limbic system has got me, when I got a little triggered, if I just do this, reach up, out from the heels of the hands to the heels of the feet, hold my breath. Oh, stretch and hold and stretch and hold, and then let go. That will sort of reset me. I usually have to do more than that, but it's certainly a great beginning. Sometimes it's tensing the body, releasing. Back out into five-pointed star for a moment. Feel the freedom here. Relax, breathe in, breathe out. Now you might imagine, if your eyes are eyes of a flower, what flower are they? I know that when I was imagining as I was reading that poem, I saw my eyes as daisies. So see what your eyes are like. Then bring the feet flat on the floor and hands behind your head. You know you can just press into the lower back and roll the spine down and back. It's just a way of connecting and flattening the spine using your abdominals. You can flatten out the spine and lift the head up, and with an exhale, notice when you exhale forcefully, it's like the ha breath where you exhale and automatically you get an inhale. It's a different breath pattern. It's still breathing in, breathing out. Now you can always pick your feet up off the floor. And then hold. But don't hold the breath. Go right back to breathing in, breathing out. And what vinyasa yoga, yoga in motion, yoga where we flow through the postures, it teaches us as we flow through our day, our breath pattern will be different. To recognize the breath pattern for what we're doing. A place that I tend to hold my breath that I've noticed is in the car. Then bring yourself down, pull the knees in. I tend to hold my breath when I'm thinking of what to buy, when I'm reviewing what's on the shelf. Feet back down onto the floor, hands behind your head, or you're just tapping one knee we're crossing the body. Inhale and exhale. As you inhale, exhale one side. You can bring the feet off the floor or your bed. Lengthen one leg out if you want. And if you're ever not able to, if you're able to tune in, remember you can do all of this in your mind, and your body doesn't know that you're not doing it. So that's how paraplegics do yoga. Then hold one side. Take a breath, different kind of breath. Breathing in, breathing out. Hold the other side. Don't hold the breath. And pull the knees in. Take a deep breath in and out. Before we move from here, press into the feet and just jiggle the spine from the sacrum to, you'll see the center of the head. You have this whole spine moving in the cerebral spinal fluid balancer. And this is another way to reset after a trigger. And the triggers come at any time. It's a trigger for me to look outside my window and not be able to see Mary's Peak because of the smoke. And Mary's Peak is covered when we get into the yellow zone and into like the particulate matter that is up in the above 50, 60 to 100. And then it's in the yellow. Then placing the feet flat on the floor, lengthen out the legs. And today what we're going to do is just roll over. So just roll over to the side and come up onto your elbows. And here on the elbows, we're in the Sphinx posture. Spread your fingers wide. Feel the back bend here. And just allow it to be for a moment. Again, pull into the abdominals, pull up from the pelvic floor into the abdominals, and just feel what's going on here. Focus and breathe and just be for a moment. Notice what happens, if your arms start to get tired, your head will start to come down into the shoulder girdle. You want to press into the arms. Your whole spine is long here. So I'm kind of resetting today, dealing with a lot of different kinds of things that have come forward. And then bring yourself down and tuck the toes and do the cerebral spinal fluid balancer on the front surface of the body. Feel that. For some people, the front surface is easier than the back. You're not holding yourself up with your arms, but your arms are resting gently on the floor or on your bed. And then lower yourself down all the way. Turn the head to one side. I'll see if I can do this even with a microphone. Bring the arms down by your sides and palms face up. Now just notice one side and the other. Just notice the structure of the body, one side and the other. Notice the breath in this different way, breathing in, breathing out. Then turn the head to center and the left arm up, and the right hand catch the right ankle and come up. Lift the left leg, lift the left arm. Just notice what happens, because we haven't done these in a long time, the front surface ones. But I can feel my quad is really tight. And then down on that side, put the right arm up and catch the left leg with the ankle and pull up. Now you may not go up very far. With my knee injury, my left leg's not going to go up very far because my hamstring, I mean my quad is so tight. And then down. Roll over to your back. No, roll over to your right side and catch that left ankle, bend the knees. You can hold the head up with your hand or come down. So you're stretching the quad and you're just seeing what's going on here. How's it working? How does it feel? And then today what we're going to do is lengthen out. You can come up again. You can put your hand, hold the head up, turn this is the left foot I'm working with. Toes come down and lift. And you're just lifting. Oh, we haven't done this series in a long time. So we're going to revisit it and start to do it a little bit. Then turn the toe up and lift. Just notice the difference. Now you can lift all the way up and down. And then hold. And then pull the knee in. So you're kind of go and you roll back a little bit and you pull that knee in. You walk yourself up and take that knee and cross it over. So I'm on my elbow now. You probably can stay down on your head, but for me, doesn't work. And then you take the right leg, which is underneath there, and lift it from below. And in the meantime, you're just breathing in, breathing out. Press into that elbow so that you get up with your shoulder. Breathing in, breathing out. We're just going really slow with a new series, although we've done it long time ago. And then lengthen that out. For me, I'm going to turn so you can see me, but you're just going to turn on the other side. This might be tricky with this microphone. I'm going to put that microphone up here. Let's see if that works. So first, catch the right ankle. Now, just see what the difference is of the two sides. See how different it is on this right side, just by pulling that ankle in. Just teaches us a lot, to know what our bodies need. And then lengthen that out. And you're going to point the toe down and lift up. Now the other knee is bent to kind of form like a triangle for stability. You can have your head all the way down, and you can have your head up further. You're balanced on your elbow. Then turn the leg up and just feel it. We're just exploring these postures, these shapes, breathing in, breathing out, and then hold and just feel it. And then press into the hands, bring that right foot over, left leg out, and lift. Woo, different. You can hold that leg if you need to, if it works for you. When I'm up on my elbow, it just gives my body more room here. And you're just sensing it, just feeling it. And then what did I do? I forgot. Then we're going to come up and drop knees side to side. So now I'm going to replace that microphone. Make sure it's still on. So again, I'm curious if you're staying on a bed, whether it works for you. Most of these you can do. Even this one. Turn over to the side and dive into the knee. Inhale and exhale. Change directions. Leading with the chin. Breathing. Finding that breath. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Then reach up out of the crown. And twist around, look over the right shoulder. This time, keep the eyes open to help the brain twist. You can imagine you can get up to the first cervical vertebra between the ears, and then you've got the two sides of the brain, and the eyes, they cross as they go through, the fibers from the eyes, they will cross over to the two sides of the brain. And when you look around your right shoulder and look all the way around, you're just going to work with that balancing of the brain. And then back around and over to the other side and dive. Matching the breath with the motion. And then change directions. Remember, here is a time that you do a little bit of a push-up. And then reach up out of the crown and pause. And you're just feeling the shape. And notice how your body sits here and what's going on. And then twist around, look over the left shoulder. Breath, the breath will stretch you. Keep the eyes open, look all the way around. It's like breathe yourself open. And then breathe the heart even more open to remind you that you really are energy. You're light. It's all light and sound. And then back around to the front. Up to the hands and knees. Up to the hands and knees, and then again, pulling something for your knees if you need it. And inhale, exhale with the motion. Pause in one direction. Feel the shape. Remember that you're light, and then remember science class. Remember concave and convex. Imagine that your light is going through a convex or concave lens or being reflected by a mirror. That's how we affect the quantum field. Then the other direction, feel your shape. All we're doing in yoga, truthfully, is becoming present. That's the goal of yoga, if there's any goal at all, is just simply to be more present. Being more present in our body, which is the container for our spirit, or for the light, you might say. It's a container. So we're more present in the body and we kind of get it. We kind of understand. Come tuck your toes and come up onto hands and feet and heel walk. And today, what we're going to do, we're not going to come up today. We're going to come back down to the hands and knees, or from downward dog, bring the right knee through the hands and grab a cushion or a block if you need one to put under that. What did I do? Right knee through the hands. And put the cushion, if you're using one, underneath your hip. Then walk yourself up and just be in first the stretch of this. And notice what's happening on the other side. To see if it works for you. Then the next place here is to bring yourself down. And again, you can grab your block or a cushion or whatever you have if your head doesn't go down to the floor, and find a way to hang out down lower. Now, if you don't have any of the equipment, remember, you just bend the knees and come over into mermaid position and come down, lengthening out the back leg as best you can. So you take a couple breaths here. Just breathing in, breathing out. I'm going to offer this. You can either stay right where you are. You can use a strap for this or not. I'll show you how to use the strap. You put it around your ankle, if you can get there. Or you can use your hand and you can pull that foot forward. And you can put it over your shoulder or just reach back and catch the strap. Or if your hand will go back there, then you're going to do that. This is another quad stretch. So you might feel that the knee, as best you can, is down into the floor. And it comes from this other posture that we, the pigeon. Then you can either come to hands and knees to get to the other side, or tuck the toe behind you, come up. If you're using a cushion, and put it to the other side. And take a moment in downward dog. Always good. A little bit of stretching the hamstrings. Then bring the left knee through and bring that cushion or block or something into that right place. And then first, come up and stretch the front surface of the body and see how that works. Check out your knee and your ankle and see if you can move it in one way or the other that will make it more comfortable. Breathing in, breathing out. When you're ready, come down to the floor, or you can extend the arms. You can use your hands. Thumbs can hold you up. Two fists on top of each other can hold the head up. Block can hold your head up. Cushion. Breathe into the lower back, and see how that feels to bring the attention to where are the tightnesses. Breathing in, I am the sky. Breathing out, I've been reflecting off of the water, and I am the water. I have eyes of daisies, eyes of dahlias. My eyes are roses. What are your eyes? See the world through the eyes of a flower. Walk yourself up and decide whether you want to do this other part, to pull in, and again, a quad stretch. Just see if that works for you. And you can always, again, use a strap or a towel or something to catch that foot. Some people can put both arms behind. Maybe I'll get back to that after my knee heals. It's a lot of months for a little knee surgery. And then that leg comes down. Bring yourself this time up into hands and knees and back into child. Now we're going to do this today, just in our world of doing more things, things that we haven't done in a while. We're going to come back into child and up into upward dog and back into child. You don't even have to come all the way back, and up into upward dog, and then use the breath. Inhale one direction, exhale. You can inhale and exhale when you get there, or you could just do inhale one direction, exhale the other. You can find the breath and the motion that works for you. And then come back or come up into upward dog and hold for a breath or two and feel the shape. Feel the strength of your arms. This is familiar, but we haven't done it in a while. And then up to hands and knees and bring yourself over. Roll up that blanket or use the long cushion, those of you who have it, or come up with an ending posture for yourself. I'm really wanting to do this this reclined goddess with opening my chest through the use of this cushion. The cushion is you're sitting on the floor and the cushion is up your spine, or the rolled up blanket. And then you just take a moment in a totally restorative posture. Now you can also put your legs up the wall or over a chair or over a couch. Do some other sort of integration posture. And in this posture, I'd like to hold all those women who are suffering, all women that are repressed, all women that are through the male enculturation, the patriarchal enculturation of generations and generations. And I want to hold the men too and what happened to them because of that patriarchal enculturation. Like, be a man, don't show your feelings. We're now breaking these old patterns. And there will be disruption as we break these patterns. So sending out our collective light to this change, to a more egalitarian culturalization for all beings, but for humans to be whoever they are and live their truth and not be crushed by another human for one reason or another. To hold this open space for the changes that we need to go through. To hold this space with this open heart and the light that we are to send out to the earth as well. And the earth changes that we are experiencing and that we will experience more and more. So sending our light out to the peace on earth, peace for the earth. And then seeing it in our mind's eye, calm, peaceful, beautiful, everything resolved, the new earth shining bright, humanity fully free of all the restrictions, And in this, you are light. I am light. Draw the peach colored light. And we know peaches. Peaches have this beautiful, amazing multitude of colors, from yellow to orange to purples to reds to chartreuse to to all colors of combinations. And they so well represent the threefold flame in the heart that has awakened humanity to a higher vibration. And this is the yellow, the purple, and the red, or the pink. So the peach colored light coming from the center of the earth as it transforms us, and we know that we are awakening. We are awakening to a new age, the age of Aquarius, peace, love, and harmony. And then just for a moment, so you see the unseen, take your consciousness outside your body and look at yourself and look at all of us. Imagine us seeing and in a circle, being in a circle, in a posture of surrender, relaxation, restoring ourselves, and sending out light and love to the earth and all beings that suffer during this extreme changes on the earth, on the planet. And then if you have any ascended beings in your ability to see the unseen, perhaps someone that you have connected with over time. And my ascended beings, one of them is my grandmother. And I also have a Native American ascended being. And then I have Saint Germain and Mary, Jesus, Moses, Abraham, Kuan Yin, Buddha, even Ram Dass. At this point, I have Ram Dass. And all of that is the unseen that is supporting us. It's all energy. It's all light and sound. It's all vibration. It's all one big vibration. So see the unseen with the understanding that you are all that is. And you are everything and nothing at the same time. You are filled and you are empty at the same time. Bring your hands to your heart. May we have peace, and may what we do here go out onto the world and make more peace. And if you haven't brought yourself from seeing yourself from above back in and be on the earth, then bring yourself back to the earth all the way. Feel the earth. Feel that peach colored light that's filling you as a warmth and a colorfulness. And then release the hands and release the posture, whatever posture you're in. Take your time as you roll off the cushion if you do, and take a moment if don't rush. Roll back onto your back and feel the release of that posture if you did the posture with me. The reclined goddess supported. And then bring your feet to the floor and roll over to the side and press up into the hands and pause for a moment, because what we've done is we've reset ourselves, and you're going to feel it. And so let that resettling before you come up. And then decide what is the best way to come up. And find your way.